Hello friends, this is Carol. I should have named this channel Real Life with Carol, not a cooking show, not a crafting show, just Real Life with Carol and the dogs, Toby and Molly, sometimes my daughter Casey, sometimes my grandkids Rhett and Taylor. Real life at my house. Hi guys, it's Carol. I'm going to try to cook something else. Hopefully it turns out better than the last couple of things I've done in the kitchen. This that I'm making today is called Polish Haluski. It's a cabbage dish. I got the recipe from the suburbansoapbox.com. I found it on Pinterest. And it's 8 ounces of egg noodles, 3 slices of bacon chopped, 3 tablespoons butter, 1½ cups of sliced onion, 1 head cabbage cored and thinly sliced, a ½ teaspoon salt and ½ teaspoon pepper. That's it. And you boil the egg noodles just like on the directions on the package, and you drain them, set them aside. You cook that bacon until it's crispy in a large skillet. Set that aside. I'm going to put mine on paper towel to kind of soak up any grease. And then you add the onions and the cabbage to the skillet, cook until wilted, 8 to 10 minutes, stir occasionally. Then you add the noodles and the bacon back in, toss it combined, stir in the 3 tablespoons of butter and the salt and pepper. Serve immediately. So how can I mess that up? We'll see. I don't think you want to listen to me chopping because I've got my big glass cutting board out, so I'm not going to film me doing that. But I was going to tell you, I have a call in to my caseworker, and I have a call in to the nurse practitioner to see if somebody can prescribe me something for the itching or something for my nerves, my anxiety, something, because I just itch so bad, and in my sleep I just scratched myself on my leg until it bled. And so, it's time to see if I can get some help. So don't worry about me. They're going to call me back. I'm going to have a good weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. Mostly I'm stressed about my son that I told you about in the other video. But that's just how I am. And you probably look at me standing here laughing and say, that woman does not have major depressive disorder. Let me tell you, how many times did you see Robin Williams not laughing? that doesn't mean anything, except when I'm severely depressed, then I cry. So if you see me, tears start rolling down my face, you'll go, oh, she's having a really bad day. You can still be depressed and choose to laugh, choose to smile. Everything is a choice. And today I chose to call the mental health clinic, 2 people, and say, get me some help with this itching. Anyway, I'm going to do this. I don't think you want to hear me chopping it, so I'm going to do all the chopping. Then I'll take probably still pictures of it in the steps I'm cooking. My older daughter Becky's coming for lunch today. I'm going to make cornbread with this. I'm going to make a package of yellow cornbread for her and Casey. They prefer that, and a package of white cornbread for me because it doesn't give me an asthma attack. I don't know why, but anyway, yellow does. And so I'm going to hope this is comfort food today. I guess that's all until I get this cooking. So I'll get it cooking. There is a story about this. I'm going to look it up and I'll tell you about that. Hang on. Okay, I've got my onion and cabbage all chopped up. The recipe I wrote down is from the Suburban Soapbox, but I also looked at one that was from Small Town Woman and 2 or 3 others. On Pinterest, there's lots of recipes. But what one of my subs told me is that traditionally, this is not made with bacon because Catholics would eat this on Friday when they didn't eat meat. Now it's often a dish served during Lent without any meat. And on the other websites they said virtually the same thing. Evidently there's a little disagreement whether it's a Polish recipe, Hungarian, Slovakian. It's the national dish of Slovakia. So it's from that general area. Well, we're going to call it Polish because that's what this recipe said. But anyway, some recipes put garlic in it. This recipe I wrote down did not. I'm not a real big fan of garlic. I don't know if I'm going to put some in or not. We'll see. Small Town Woman said not 3 slices of bacon, but 6. Well, I'm thinking if 3's good, 6 got to be great, right? I'm going to put in 6. Okay, I've got my bacon crispy. Somebody might say that's burned, but that's how I like it. Got my cabbage and onions in here. That pan was piled up even higher. It's kind of wilted down now. I've got pinto beans out to put on to have for tomorrow. Have my noodles done. Between pinto beans and cabbage, I need to double check and make sure I have vino, which you take before you eat something like this, or gas X, which you take afterwards. I cook my pinto beans in the crock pot. Okay, I'm just waiting for this to cook down, and then I can put the bacon in and the noodles. Okay, there we go. It smells wonderful. Casey just got home, so Casey and I are going to try it right now. Becky should be here in about 15 minutes, so I will wait till after the 3 of us eat and let you know what we think, but it smells good. Becky and Casey and I, all 3, really liked this dish. I would definitely make this again. It was really good. Here's poor pitiful Toby. I'm going to get with Casey and make grooming appointments here next. I have to see, when she has time to take dogs and pick them up for me. Anyway, before I even started making the casserole, Casey told me I was just, what did you say? Radiating anxiety. And I am. I itch all over. I just want to claw my body. I talked to, Monday, I have a phone consultation with the lady at the mental health clinic. I'm going to tell her my anxiety is just off the charts and I'm having trouble. In addition to the prescription medications I'm on, I also, now this isn't, I'm not giving medical advice, I'm telling you what I do. This is not a sponsored video for Spring Valley, but I take L-theanine, 1 in the morning, 1 at nighttime, every day. And then during the day when I just feel so anxiety-filled, I take another one. This is 100 mgs. I've ordered some more from Amazon. I don't remember what brand it is. That's a higher mg. Because I had lost my bottle and I couldn't find it, so I just ordered some more. And I also ordered, my caseworker at the mental health clinic may tell me I need to call the nurse practitioner in, where does she live? Mississippi?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I don't even know where the psychiatrist is that she practices under. I'll have to look that up. But I'm in the Texas Panhandle where we have a lot more needy people than psychiatrists. So I go seek to the mental health clinic. I visit with this nurse practitioner on a big screen. I love her to pieces. Very nice woman. My caseworker is super nice. They take care of me. So I don't care that I don't see a psychiatrist because he's probably a man and I prefer women anyway. For my other health problems. I have an appointment with a new doctor the first Monday in March.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm anxious about going to see her, but Casey's happy I'm going to see her about my other health issues. So on the Nextdoor app, somebody had requested suggestions for an internist, and lots of people had really nice things to say about this lady. So gonna go see her. But anyway, that's what I do to try to help this. And when I ordered the L-theanine, I'm just itch all over. When I ordered the L-theanine from Amazon, again, I'm not giving medical advice. I'm just saying that's what I ordered. I ordered a set of watercolors. I thought, I have got to, this week while the kids are gone, I'm trying to get my apartment totally cleaned up, everything perfect, and then maintaining it shouldn't take as much time as it does when I leave everything for 2 or 3 days and then do it. But anyway, I ordered watercolors because years ago, the son I told you about that also has severe anxiety and depression, when he was about 14, I guess, we decided we wanted to learn to watercolor. And so I got a book from the library. This was before we knew you could search for so much on the internet, and I don't know if you could. That was back in the 90s, I guess. Or, I don't know when that would have been. He was born in 84. 94, he would have been 10. So, yeah, late 90s. Anyway, we dabbled with watercolors. He did amazingly well, I thought. He did very well. And I had fun doing it. I decided I'm going to, I need something to do other than play on my phone.
Sorry, that was Toby's toy.
Oh, I spend too much time playing Words with Friends and some games on AARP, which helps me. Those take my mind off everything else. If I'm playing those games, I don't think about everything else. So
But we also have those watercolor pencils we need to practice with more.
yes, I've got those watercolor pencils.
They take a little practice.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought, okay, I've got to, I know I need some things to do other than just be on the phone, because staring at that screen is not good for your brain, even though it calms me down to do that. So I thought, okay, I think I'll try to watercolor again. So those of you who requested a bookmark, you may get one that's a watercolor. If I do make a halfway decent bookmark with a watercolor flower or something, I don't think I'll put the tape on it, because that tape just, there's going to be a bubble in it. There's going to be a wrinkle. If you want to put a piece of packing tape over it to help, you can do it. And I may not even get a watercolor bookmark made, although I think I can do. I mean, you may say, well, here's a pretty blob. We'll see. But anyway, I've saved your addresses of those of you that want a bookmark. Anybody else who wants a bookmark, that'll give me something to do. Just email me your address. I'll send you a bookmark. But my watercolors and brushes won't come until Monday. So I'll do a video about that when that box comes. And I ordered some watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is horribly expensive. So I had to... Toby's just staring at me, listening to every word I say. He's interested in the watercolor thing. But I ordered pages that are 9 by 13, so I can get a bunch of bookmarks out of just one sheet. So that's no big deal. But anyway, if I seem to radiate anxiety and I'm scratching all over, it's because I itch all over. I'm going to tell my caseworker on Monday that I need some help. Well, I just read a comment. As I was piecing together these little giblets to make one video, I could see that somebody had left a comment, flashed across the top of my screen. So I stopped to read it. I love comments. I really love hearing from you guys. That's why I do this, to have some socialization interaction. So I love hearing from you. The comment that came up was a great question. She said something like, "Hi, sweet lady, you seem to always be smiling or laughing. Is that your meds or is that your personality?" Great question. I don't think it's my meds. My meds keep me from bawling. That's what I do when my depression is really bad. Tears just pour down my face for hours. I mean, nonstop. That's the one of the side effects of my depression. The first 18 years of my life, when I lived in this dysfunctional home, especially the first 12 years were really bad. I did not smile or laugh or talk. Children were to be seen and not heard, and my dad was sick, and he was very suspicious of laughter. We didn't do that. My mom had no sense of humor whatsoever. I just tried to be invisible. I read a book. I kept my nose in a book all the time. And then when I graduated from high school, now in high school, I had a group of girlfriends that I hung out with that really changed my personality. It was okay to talk to them. It was okay to laugh with them. When I graduated from high school and got a job, I had to become more outgoing, and that took years for me to develop that. But I wanted to be the kind of person that is happy all the time. I wanted to be somebody who smiled rather than somebody who's just, I wanted that. And I wanted that to be me. And so I became that person. And it's not I'm faking, it's I became that person. Being sad and down and crying makes my eyes hurt and my head hurt. Now, when you suffer with real clinical depression, you can't control it. You can't just say, snap out of it. I hate that saying. I've heard it a billion times. Just snap out of it. Just don't do it. You can't. But you can work on yourself. But anyway, I wanted to be like the people I admired. And I admired people who were friendly and smiling and could laugh. They looked like happy people. I was not a happy person for the first 30 years of my life. Especially when I went to work for the library and I worked with children. I worked there 20 years. I know from experience as a child that stern-faced, gloomy, strict, unfriendly-looking people are not the type of people that children trust. And I worked with children. I wanted them to trust me. And so I just decided, you know what? Everything is a choice. Like I said earlier, everything's a choice. I could decide to see the glass half full or see the glass half empty. I could decide to smile or I could decide to be grumpy. And so I decided I feel better when I smile. I feel better when I can laugh at things, especially myself. If you haven't gone to my playlist up there and scroll down till you see humor, mostly laughing at myself, go there and watch those videos. One of my subs told me my playlist is all messed up and there's a bunch of my playlists gone. I've got to go see about that. But anyway, back to this. No, it's not that my meds made me be happy. My meds keep me from bawling all the time. My meds keep me from being suicidal. My meds keep me from being so depressed I can't function most of the time. There are lots of days that I spend the day, if not in bed, then just laying on the couch because that's all I can do. There are some days when I can get up and get clothes on, get a shower, brush my teeth, and occasionally there are days I cannot. That's how depression is. I know a lot of you suffer with depression and you understand. Some days you just can't function. And I don't make videos on those days, because who wants to see that? But anyway, my meds keep me from being suicidal, keep me from bawling uncontrollably, keep me from being totally overwhelmed with sadness. I've always felt like there was a black cloud that would come over my head and the depression just fall down over me. So I do everything I can to prevent that from happening. But truthfully, you can't control it. You can't control it. It happens. That's why talk therapy is good. That's why meds are good. But also, I just decided I wanted to be a happy person. I wanted my family to remember me as a happy person. My sister and I remember our mother as a very unhappy woman. And I don't want my kids to remember me that way. So I make a choice when I wake up every day. Today's a great day. You know, when Good Morning America first started years ago, like, I don't know, must have been in the 70s, maybe the 80s, but probably in the 70s. The first host was a man named David Hartman. And at the end of the show, he would say, go out and make it a good day. He didn't say go out and have a good day. He said go out and make it a good day. I have kept that thought with me. When you wake up, decide if you can have a good day or a bad day. Decide if you're going to be able to laugh today or not, if you can make that, if that option is available to you. When depression is horribly bad, that option is not available. But that's why I take meds, to keep me from being in that bad, dark place. But even with the meds, hi, Toby. Toby says, Mama, in nap time, what are we doing? Even with the meds, if I didn't make that choice, I would still be a pretty withdrawn in myself, quiet person. But that's not the kind of person I want my kids and my grandkids to be around. I want to be better than that. So I choose to be happy. And for me, it works. Makes me feel better. You know, I can only do so much to fight my depression, but every little thing I can do to fight my depression makes me feel better. So, Rita, thank you for that question. That's a great question. Now, sometimes I suffer bouts of mania, not very often at all, but sometimes Casey and I both can tell mania is coming on. I don't have it very bad at all, but I can tell a difference. I doubt I would make a video when I'm experiencing mania, but who knows, I might, because if I'm experiencing mania, I think everything in the world is wonderful. All right, that's the answer to that question. Send your answers, send your comments, send your statements, send me anything. I love your comments. All right, guys, and go watch my playlist, Humor Laughing at Myself. And Spirits. What's that one? All right, guys. That's it for today, guys. Tomorrow, I have a video for you about some cozy mysteries. So come back tomorrow and visit with me. If I could I please have a thumbs up? Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys just watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.